I realized that there were some consistent breadcrumbs for when people rehash the past or rehearse the future. When we're rehashing the past, the signs, if you will, the breadcrumbs, blame is there, shame, which is really, I just like to say that shame is self-hatred at my expense. Like if you spell out the word shame, self-hatred at my expense, right?
That's good.
Unprocessed grief, guilt, and trying to really be in places that you are not. And you know, unprocessed grief is a big one in my life. A bit of my story is that I've had a lot of sudden loss in my life. The sudden loss of my father. He was running in a triathlon, and we got a call that he had fallen on the race course and immediately died. And there was a before and an after, and that's what grief is.
Yeah.
I write about the sudden loss of my younger brother. And in the middle of the night, just stopped breathing and got a call from my sister-in-law. And, you know, quickly she just said, please come here right now. And I walked into their home and he was gone. And you know, especially in the last 2 years that we have all walked through, we are all carrying around grief. And when we don't process our grief, when we don't work through our grief has nowhere to go. And grief is actually meant to grow something in our life. It is meant to produce something in us, if you will. And grief in so many ways is another way to describe love. We've lost something that we love. And if we don't process through that loss of love, it pops out in other places in our lives. And so many people are walking around with unprocessed grief, unprocessed loss, especially from these last 2 years.